Hello, Rav, Dr. Michael Lightman. Hello, Gadi. I think that today I took on a good topic. I want to talk about a very broad topic, I think, called fear. For me, fear is the brother of anger. At a very young age, when I was angry at different things and I couldn't express them, I turned them into fears because a person who can't explain his fear, his anger, he takes it to fear. I turned it into eating. There's something very. There's some people who take a weapon and kill. There are people who get angry that yell. When we were kids, I didn't know how to express the anger, so I turned it against myself. And the idea for this came. I told you I'm very engaged with the kids, and I really want to. Oh, by the way, it's unbelievable. The moment I talked to you last time, there are 10,000 families against the current, all that has to do with kids' education, which is real pornography. Even the parents can no longer take the content. So I saw this show now that started called Gotham. And what happens about it, it's about Batman, and what happens there, that the kid, he goes with his parents, and his parents have excellent programs, how to change the city, how to turn it into a good, flourishing city, and someone there doesn't want that, and they murder his children, in front of his own eyes, and they leave him alive, the kid. And then when the cop comes to the kid at some point, they tell him, "What are you doing?" He's trying to do different things. The kid to himself, he says, "I'm trying to get rid of the fear." And then he tells him, "You can't get rid of the fear. You have to work with it." So the first question for you is, what is the right work with the fear without getting rid of it? Hiding it. We can't erase. I don't know what you mean by eradicated, but to erase. There are pills that get rid of the fear. Yeah, but it's there. If you stop taking the pills, it'll break out much more than you had it before. So it means that we can't erase any phenomena in us. And it's not good if we erase something that to begin with, which exists in the nature of each and every one, has to be in him. The only problem is that all of our inclinations, all of our foundations, they're not in balance. But specifically fear. To fear, television, you have to the achievements, the this, the that. Fear, it has much more meaning today than in the past, even though it exists in the past too. But what? Fear of not to succeed, of shame. Shame not to succeed. If it's on a personal level, self-appreciation, yeah, in the family, separation, to stay alone, fear of staying alone. How do you work with all these qualities? That you'll be disrespected, that they'll throw you, that they won't love me, that no one cares. Excellent. See how many songs you can write about that. How do you work with it? Look, okay, forget about me. Someone gets up in the morning, Arkady. Look, let's take our viewers. They got up, and an anonymous person got up in the morning. How is he supposed to cope with his fears? Listen. There's just one thing to say about it. To balance all of these inclinations, anxieties, fears, excitements, you can balance them only with the right kind of connection with people. Only. What do you start with? When a person, what are you supposed to start with? Love covers all crimes. We want to transmit a message outwards. A person who is afraid, and by the way, the statistics says that over 50% in Israel are using anti-anxiety drugs. What do we tell them? They lack love, these people. How do we help them find love? There is a solution. We come out to the people according to our forces and we teach them how to do it. A person can balance himself to really be perfect. But a person, he gets lost gradually. We're talking, why? Medicine has this phenomena where you feel that indifference. We have more than 50% of Israelis that are using anti-anxiety drugs. Very good. It means all these people who need us, who needs us. That sometimes I'm one of them. Very good. The problem is that they have to know how to find us, so we'll take care of them, and we're not taking care of them through medicine. The only solution is to put a person into a good environment, a good society, for it to influence him so that all of these negative feelings disappear. Why do they disappear? Because they're all balanced only by the feeling of love from the environment. So maybe what prevents a person from turning to us is also shame. Shame to come and say that I personally, when I go through a period of fears, I know that fear is something. Suddenly, as a grown-up person, your kid looks at you look at it yourself. What? I'm a grown-up. I'm afraid. What? I'm ashamed to find it out. Maybe it's shame, and sometimes it brings people validity because he wants to overcome that fear. It's not simply so that they say about all the machos that what pushes them from within to be, these bullies. It's the fear. Because a balanced, calm, free person, he doesn't have to pressure someone and show him his strength. He's complete. Meaning all these outbursts, those are sitting in the corner like a small bunny, and he's out on the street, going to break everything. This is fear, and that is fear. Only can you turn fear into a positive force that you will balance it with love. You have to go into a society that will influence you with love. You go into the society, you take from them, you learn from them how it is to be with love toward others. And then what happens is when you balance the fear pushes you to the right society.